Okay, it's cold, freezing, terrible, but I've got to go pick up a HR in the next day or two, and my brakes, luckily no damage to the disc. The wear indicators started to give us an idea that we were in trouble, and look, they weren't that bad, don't get me wrong, although, getting down. But when the wear indicator, and you hear that sort of noise coming off the wear indicator, throw them away. Saves you having to fix a disc, what we've basically got here is, it's literally two bolts, all it is. Anybody can do rear brakes if you haven't damaged the disc. What we do is we put a pad against here, pad against this section on the piston, and we pull it back with a G-clamp like so. I didn't have enough hands to be able to show you this exactly, but they are so simple. And basically, once you put them on, seriously, chuck them on, grab your pins, shuck them on in, just make sure you get your rubber straight here. And this is for all you radio people who are not mechanics but would like to, hang on, let me just bring that caliper up a little bit, it's a little bit low, and it's not quite getting under that rubber. Give me a second, I need two hands for this. One of the joys. Okay, nearly dropped the camera. So the idea is, this rubber, it does just slightly insert into the caliper here. So if you can line that up correctly, get this as straight as possible, and then bang, you can then just do it up. And it's just a pin that goes through. Don't do them up tight. Sometimes you'll find on different cars that they're different lengths for different up and the top and the bottom ones, so just be a bit cautious of that. Generally, if that's the case, you'll find they're slightly different sizes too, and one will only fit in the other one. But is this one going to be nice to us? We've got one down the bottom here. It's probably not. You really need to get two hands, but we got away with that one. Okay, so basically, that one just popped in. Pretty much torque these up. The wheel on these is about 100 Newton meters. Just got to check those. I think they're about 80, but no, don't take my word for that. I just need to look that up actually. But I mean, pretty much you can just do them up to nice and tight, and then if you can, it'd be nice to torque them up, and they're just not tight enough yet for the ratchet to work with one hand. Normally I'd have my other hand on there, but yeah, so these just basically do up, and it's just rinse and repeat on the other side. The other side is particularly worse on this one. I know that for a fact. So I decided to do this one first. I was sort of curious. Now we're not actually getting into that, and that's because I'm not able to get pressure on there. I need to be pushing that together like so. So just give me a second. Okay, and as you can see, done up nice and tight. Now I haven't torqued these yet, so we'll torque these in a minute. And I might put in the notes file after what the torque was on those. I'm a great believer. Honestly, I've had to replace studs on these things. I'm a great believer in having to use, torque wrench for these. I've actually got a new digital torque wrench. Very interesting. It's what's my honest opinion? Nice. It does float around a little bit where you click on your manual one, but yeah, I can see it was quite reasonable. Anyway, and what will happen is once we've done both sides, we'll just pump the brake. That piston will come in and basically push from the opposite side. Obviously, the piston will just push that together, and then we'll have a working brake again. But the trick is, see how smooth this is here and how it's been able to save you a lot of pain. Do remember though, people try to put the G-clamp on the cylinder ram, and it's a bad idea. You just take an old pad, chuck it back in, just pull up against pull up against the back side here, and the other thing too is just remember that you're pushing hydraulic fluid back. So what we do is we tend to, don't mind I got it on the charge here as well, but we tend to put a thing here, and we'll just see. Haven't had anything leak yet, but it's about right where it is there. But you'll find times it will come to the top, and then you'll push the brakes and it'll come back down, but it can overflow. So yeah, just remember that. That's the other wheel we're going to do. What a day to do this. Seriously, honestly, if it wasn't for the pressure of me having a, first one's the car trailer up the top there where the crane is, and the other tower trailer. Then the second trip, if I can't get someone to help me, so I'm alone out here, I tell you, it shits me off to no end. I want to go back to South Australia. I've got so many mates here, I just don't know anyone over here. But that trailer will be the other one. We'll take all the HR panels and bits and pieces. But I've got a feeling I end up doing 2 trips. I really do. I think I'm a little bit stuffed. Anyway, what do you do? All right. So pretty much, I can't tell you much more apart from how to bolt a wheel back on. Do put axle stands. You know, your jack's great. Axle stand, please. I've got another vehicle at the moment. On the other side, we're doing a petrol sender removal and a filter underneath, and same thing. See how the jack on this one here dropped over time? Like, it's been here for about 2 weeks while we waited for the parts for the US, and so, you know, just having a axle stand under it, really good. Just to show you, that's how you get access to this. Otherwise, you're pulling the tank out. So it's a common mod in the US. And what people do, a lot of people have actually done temporary toolboxes under here and things, and plate over the top. So we just rip this out. I'll probably rip the same out each side, do something underneath. You know, maybe we can run drugs or something underneath there, I'm not sure. Australia's not so big for drugs, is it? We get caught over here. It's Mexico and the US, but anyway. Next set of brakes, by the way, is going on this one. I've got them all in stock, and I can see now they need to go in. These are down. As you can see by the bit of rust on those, it doesn't get as much of a runaround, but I think Sam's brakes were good on this. Yeah, no, we did those. Actually, no, I've done those. Just trying to think. We might be doing brakes on the 911 here, the Carrera, the Cabriolet. They're fine. Mustang we checked. Hang on, let's have a look. Oh yeah, oh, I can see heaps on there. Yeah, no, they're good. Although, how's the fronts? This car's dirty at the moment, needs to come down for a clean. Yeah, no, they're good. And the GT4 is absolutely like brand new, so they're perfect in there. So but yeah, so not a lot of brake jobs to do. The HJ Sandman sitting out the front, the Ute, the yellow one, that's just been that guy, 7-year rebuild, not much to do on that one. So really just this one and the track hawk, and we're back in business. Brenton can stop being brake repairer. Oh well, I haven't really checked the brakes on the new Chevy motored GMC over there. Have to check that. All right, well, as you can see, easy job, not hard to do. If you ever get, you know, sort of situation where, you know, look, don't come and talk to me about drum brakes. I hate all the clips and bits. That I can do them, but pain in the ass. And generally with drum brakes, you never get it early, and you end up having to machine the drums anyway. Get these early enough, and as long as they haven't been, you know, sort of too abused before, you can certainly do these very simply. I'm no mechanic. I'm sort of one of those guys. I'm a bit of a guy who plays with cars, plays with radios. No, I'm pretty good with radios, but I wouldn't say my expertise in cars is anywhere near radio, just as a you know, a relativity thing. But and my last wish would be to become a mechanic, working out in the rain. I have all these workshops, but as you can see, they're full of cars. I can't even get my own cars anyway. All right, there you go. So just something different for our channel. The Pajero, my most reliable car. We'll do a video series pretty soon on the HR Holden that's coming in. You know, from pickup to just, you know, all the accessories to basically the V8 motor. It's got a new crated V8. It's got a new crated turbo 350, and I just found out it's actually a brand new Castlemaine 9-inch cut down to suit and tub to suit the HR. He didn't do an overly big tub, which I'm so happy he didn't. I didn't want, you know, 92-inch wheels on the back. I wanted maybe 10s, 12s. That's it. All right, thanks very much for having a look at my very, very exciting video about brakes. It's really for those that don't, you know, that probably play radio and don't really play cars much, but might want to have a go at fixing their own brakes. So I just thought, hey, can't hurt to put a video up. All right, I'm obviously alive and well, thanks to Don, VK3HDX. Thank you, Don. You honestly, you know, I have my days where I don't make it, but I'll tell you what, you celebrate the days that you do make it, and that's what you said. Find out. Don't stop challenging yourself. Thanks, mate. Really appreciate it. Cheers all the best.